Hi ladies, this is Tara. I'm here with my little girl Elena, and we're here to introduce the theme for the month of May at Project Women is mothers. And in honor of that theme, our big question of the month is, what advice would you give to a new mother? And here's how you responded.
I would tell new moms to trust your instinct. You read a lot of books, and a lot of other moms will tell you a lot of advice, and it really should all go out the window. You have to feel your way through it, and you have to do what feels right, and they'll turn out just fine, regardless.
If I could offer new moms one piece of advice, it would be to pick your battles. We all have these ideals when we become moms. Maybe we want to go 100% organic. Maybe we're never going to let our kids have pacifiers or never watch TV. Maybe the ideal is to be a stay-at-home mom, or maybe it's to go back to work. You know, whatever our ideals are, they're good and they're wonderful for us to strive towards. But we shouldn't ever let our ideals eclipse the reality of our situations. And if you find yourself holding these ideals so high that they're robbing you of your peace of mind, if they're causing you stress, if they're causing your children stress, then maybe that's the point where we have to look at these again and decide, is it really worth dying on this hill today to win this battle? Or do we need to just let this one go for today, for this year, for the next 2 or 3 years, whatever it may be? Just don't let your ideals eclipse the reality of your situation.
And turn into a dragon too.
Richie, say hi.
Hi.
And I'm Kristen, and this is Lola. And my advice to any new mom would be to not be embarrassed or ashamed to ask for help, because you're gonna need it, so it doesn't make you a bad mom if you need any help.
Take care of yourself and do things for yourself and not feel guilty about it, like little road trips with your friends. And take a night away. Even in the beginning part, it's okay to leave your children. It's actually really good for yourself and to recharge your batteries, and it's really good for them to bond with other people outside of yourself, outside of the mommy, to bond with daddy, grandma, grandpa, aunts and uncles. It's really, really good to get away. Feels great.
Hi mamas, I'm 1 week postpartum with my first newborn son here, and the best advice I could give someone would be confident in your personality and what you need after baby. What worked for me is I'm a planner. I took classes, I read books, I organized all my equipment, I organized clothes, and people thought I was going a little extreme, but in the end, all of those elements I needed afterwards, and that's just my personality, so just be confident.
The first piece of advice I would give to a new mom is to enjoy every single stage, no matter what the difficulties or the wonderful parts of that stage are. Enjoy them because they're a phase and they will pass, and once they do, you can't get that back. I spent most of the time with my first one always wishing for the next stage because I thought it would be better, and then when it happened I realized I could have enjoyed it more. So that would be my first piece of advice. My second one would be to realize that being a mom is wonderful and it's a huge part of your life, but it is not your whole life. You still have other things that make you you, so you need to still hold on to those and maintain your friendships, make new ones, and make sure that you find something that is important to you so that you maintain your sense of self and you don't lose yourself in becoming a mom, because I think too many people do that. So those are my 2 pieces of advice.
My advice would definitely be to not be afraid to reach out for help, especially in the first few weeks. It's a huge transition in your life, and being sleep deprived doesn't help. So if you have family that can come and let you nap, or friends, just don't be afraid to reach out and get help, because it's a big change.
Follow your gut. Don't take too much input from other people, and just do what you feel like is best for you and your baby, because every child is different and every pregnancy and experience is different, and I think as long as you go with your heart, you're going to be making the right choices. So just don't overthink things.
My favorite piece of advice is don't compare your insides to someone else's outsides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes when we're at our craziest, most frustrated, we try to compare that to the mom we see that has everything put together and looks so great on the outside. So I think it's important to remember not to compare our insides and our frustrations and how we feel to what we see other people doing on the outside, because we all get frustrated sometimes. And that's my piece of advice.
Don't worry if you're not happy all the time, and don't think your baby is the greatest thing in the world all the time. It's perfectly normal, and you just get to the next day and rely on your friends.
Take the help that is offered to you, whether it be someone watching the baby or making you a meal. I know as a woman, a lot of times we tend to want to be superwoman. Just take the help. You need time to rest and to recuperate and to, whether it be workout or take a nap, do something for yourself so that you're rejuvenated for your baby. People really do want to help.
Don't forget to take some time for yourself. This is so important. Take 2 hours in a week for yourself with your husband, for yourself with a good friend, and just put it in your diary and don't forget it. It's very, very, very important, really.
Trust your instinct. Trust your gut. I think there are a lot of times when we feel like we need to rely on outside information to make a good choice, or to rely on a doctor or a professional or a friend. And I think most of the time we have the answers inside of ourselves. Motherhood is not for sissies. It's tough, it's really hard, and I think that's why women are built so incredibly strong. And that's why we have this gift, this intuition. And I think we should never be afraid to trust in it.
My advice to new moms is when people tell you that it goes fast, it does.